Hey YouTube, my name is Craftman780 and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today will be a review on my 1980s smart TARDIS that I made. After making my 1963, I actually moved on to the 1996, then the 2005, then the 1980. So this is technically the last smart TARDIS I made, but the second in the series. So, as you can see, it's just the normal police box exterior. And let's just step inside here. And as you guys can see, since this is 1980, and the floors of the TARDIS on the show in 1980, from Tom Baker to, you know what, basically the 4th to the 7th, their floors were white. So the floor is white here, which is nice. So let's just step inside. And as you guys could probably very faintly hear, there's a hum in the background. So let's just close the door. And there were all these buttons and switches. So, yeah. This one here, as soon as you walk in, is the power switch. So all the lights turn off, the hum stops, and then you turn it back on and everything starts back up again. This switch here is the monitor switch, which actually doesn't do anything. I was going to have a clock there, but I decided to put it on the console instead of having to look over to the monitor area. This switch here is the time rotor handbrake. That's a crucial part in flying the TARDIS. This here is the space-time throttle, which won't work unless we go through a specific, well, not really specific, but a sequence. So this button here is the locking down mechanism, which enables the TARDIS to either, when it's engaged, stay in one location without being moved, or when it's disengaged, to move. This here is the time circuits. So for example, if I switch the repeater here to 1 tick, press this button, it says time set to dawn. And if we just step out here, as you guys can see, the time has been set to dawn. And then if we head back inside and change the time to midnight, you'll see that it's actually midnight now, which is awesome. Really simple time circuit, but I like to keep it at noon. So let's close the door and turn the physical lock on. I almost said the door lock, that's the wrong switch. But the door lock is over here. And as you can see, I can't enter or exit the TARDIS when the door is locked or unlocked. And that means the door actually functions. And this last button here is the gyroscopic stabilizer, which has been engaged, and now I can take off. And the time rotor functions, the sounds are all in-game, so they all work. And if we wait here for just a moment, you guys will hear a change in the background hum of the ship. And the time rotor keeps moving. And this features completely accurate sounds to the show. And if I try to flip anything besides the monitor switch, which it still works, the power lever doesn't work, the time circuits don't work, the physical lock doesn't work, the time motor handbrake doesn't work, the gyroscopic stabilizer doesn't work, and obviously the door lock doesn't work, because who would fly a TARDIS with the doors unlocked or opened? Flying a TARDIS with the doors open really is the best of ideas. But yeah, the background hum of the ship changes as we're in flight. And when we land, you'll hear that there are more accurate sounds. There's not just those two. The landing and takeoff being the most accurate. You heard that little bleep? That was in the Sixth Doctor's era. And as you guys can see, the controls all reset back to their factory defaults. And if I try to take off again without doing anything, it won't let me. So, anyways, guys, that was the 1980s smart TARDIS. And I guess I'll go ahead and show you guys the redstone. I'm not exactly sure why this bit happens here. I'm not the best at the clone command, but I'm getting better. So this here is all the redstone. It seems like a lot, but it's actually pretty simple. Or command blocks, rather. There's a bit of redstone involved. Like, for example, all of these repeaters. All these here are to set the controls back to their default. All of these here set all of these to air. There are redstone blocks on top of these. These are all set to needs redstone. This is for the power bit, and it'll detect, like, for example, if the controls on the inside of the ship are either on or off. If they're all on, these, or in this case, if these comparators are all off, these torches turn on, meaning the lever here at 1, 5, -2, which is the power lever, is set to 13, meaning we won't be able to turn the power off. And over here, if these comparators are off, meaning these are on, or, no, okay. If these are off, these torches turn on, and the lever at 1, 5, +2 is the space-time throttle, and these are, of course, all set to needs redstone as well. And it sets the block there to lever 13, which is the powered, the unpowered version of the lever. And this here is the exact same coordinates as these, but it's set to lever 5. And this is test for block. It'll test if the block, or in this case the space-time throttle, is powered or flipped. And if it is, it'll output a comparator signal here and here. It'll output it here to invert this torch, meaning it'll turn all of this off, and put a comparator signal out here, meaning it will play note block pling, which is what I set for the dematerialization sound. And all these command blocks here will set all of these to have redstone blocks on top of them. And I went ahead and also labeled the blocks as well. And that's basically all of the redstone, which again seems like a lot, but was actually pretty simple. I'm surprised that I was able to get through this really quickly, about in a day, I think. But that was really quick, and I'm really proud of the work I put in. A few hours at most. But anyway, when you download this world, the ship will be in its off position, and the door on the inside will be open because you won't have any way to enter or exit it unless the door is open. And outside, of course, will be closed. And also, I'm thinking about making a Patreon. However, I don't think I have any cause for that, like any rewards for you guys. Like, for example, Draw with Jazza has a set of online courses you could take, has his own art book that he could sign. Wells Knight has a Patreon server. I don't have either of those things. I guess I could make a Patreon server. I mean, I could start rather low because this channel really isn't subscriber heavy. It's only got like 400, last time I checked, not 80, 430, no, 428, I think. But yeah, I'm thinking about making a Patreon server. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. But anyways, guys, my name is Craftman780, and I bid you all farewell. Thanks so much for watching.